guys, I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com. You know, a lot of exciting stuff's come out this year. New phones, new hardware, new designs, but one has stayed the same. The BlackBerry Bold 9780 with T-Mobile came in this morning. Special thanks to our friends at T-Mobile for hooking us up with a review unit. But you know, in terms of design, almost identical to the BlackBerry Bold 9700, which came out a year ago, save for a couple of minor things like the battery door and the way the chrome looks around the edges. But design-wise, very similar. But of course, it's running BlackBerry 6, so internally, very different. Again, special thanks to our friends at T-Mobile, and special thanks to our friends at Best Buy Mobile for hooking us up with not one, but two BlackBerry Bold 9780s for use on One Paw Bandit giveaway. You know, you go into Best Buy, you want the BlackBerry Bold 9780, you don't have to deal with rebates. It's out the door price, don't have to deal with that messy paperwork, don't have to worry about waiting 8 to 10 weeks for a check or a debit card now, and don't have to worry about potentially not getting it. So, a whole lot of stress relieved, and in this holiday time, you know, I think we could all use a little less stress. So, definitely a pro there at Best Buy Mobile. But enough of that, let's get into the unboxing. BlackBerry Bold 9780 starts right now. Okay, here's the BlackBerry Bold 9780, and you know, on the box, it doesn't show the 9780 with the exception of on the UPC barcode. So, you know, it just shows BlackBerry Bold. So, for most people, it's going to look just like a replacement to the BlackBerry Bold that I guess just left the market now. But features-wise, you know, obviously it's running BlackBerry 6 out of the box. Still has a 624 megahertz processor. The RAM has been upgraded to 512 megabytes. And of course, it supports up to 32 gigabytes in the micro SD card slot. And then there's a 2 gigabyte memory card included. So that's a nice touch. Otherwise, very similar. We'll open it up and have a look at the design. But it's nice to see out of the box it comes with BlackBerry 6. What's inside the device, the holster, battery and charger, stereo headset, USB cable, all that good stuff, instruction manuals. Now, it looks like this has already been opened, so it's anybody's guess as to what it looks like on the inside. But at least we'll see the parts. On the back, some specs about the device. They did bump up the camera to 5 megapixels, so that's a nice touch there. So let's open it up. And yeah, it's already, I can tell right away it's already been opened, but that's okay. Unboxing to us. It's the first unboxing, but you can see the instruction manuals and all that stuff's already loose. Terms and conditions, safety and product information, tips and tricks, start guide, and of course your user tools CD. Now here's the device, and the battery's not in it, but you can see the chrome, just to compare it to the Bold 9700, you can see right away, darker chrome, and then the battery doors are slightly different on the back. So those are the surefire ways to tell which device you're using, but you're out of the box, very similar to passersby in the street. They're probably not going to notice a difference from the design front. So let's keep going. Down in the box, yep, definitely been opened, but that's okay. Battery, BlackBerry 9700 holster in the box, which is a nice touch. You know, the BlackBerry, they went through that period where they weren't offering, you know, any accessory. They were offering very few accessories and no pouches. When they were offering pouches, they were these cheapo pouches. That's not bad at all. At least it has the clasp up top and a rotating belt clip as well. It's a nice touch there. Micro USB cable, and then of course the AC adapter module. You know by now what that does. Not that amazing. And then your stereo headset, which is a relatively basic stereo headset, not premium stereo, but you know, gets the job done. You'll see that's what the earbuds look like. Very basic. And to the person that's flying their plane above my office, I'm gonna need you to stop because that sounds just annoying. No, I'm just kidding. And well, not really. It is kind of annoying, but. Anyway, here's the package to recycle your old phones. That's a nice touch as well. Now I have the battery. Let's stick it in. And there's your micro SD card. Slot with 2 gigabyte micro SD card. So we'll pop that in, get it started up. At least we get a couple stickers to remove. It's better than nothing, right? There we go. And starting up, you know, BlackBerry 6 does load a little bit faster. But it's still going. Keyboard looks the same, you know, still has the trackpad. Just to give you a quick recap of the design. Similar ports on the sides, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, micro USB charging port, convenience key, and then on the right side, volume rocker, another convenience key, and your 5 megapixel camera on the back. Now that's a nice touch because, you know, the style, the torch, a couple of other BlackBerry devices, they've cut down to one convenience key, so it's nice to have the two on the Bold 9700. So, you know, different back there, a little bit different from the one on the 9700. A little bit less texturized than the like fake leather, faux leather back on the 9700. So little bit more natural looking to me versus that one. A little bit more sleek, a little bit more clean. So you can see, personal preference, but I do prefer that. I like the darker chrome a lot as well. It reminds me of when, BlackBerry users will remember this. It reminds me of when the Bold 96, I'm sorry, the Torch 96, or not the Torch, the Tour 9630 came out, and on the Sprint one, the chrome was lighter than on the Verizon one. Very similar here. Welcome to BlackBerry. Don't need a welcome. Now this is cool. This is a feature I like on BlackBerry 6. Out of the box, it brings up the setup menu so you can set up your email accounts, instant messaging, visual voicemail, all those things that matter to you without having to go through each individual menu and try to find it on the phone once you set it up. So that's a nice touch. So you can stay in here as long as you want and set up your email accounts, BlackBerry Messenger, your wallpaper. You can get the device set up from inside of Setup. Haha, set up inside of Setup. But we'll skip that and go straight to the menu. Now you can see, for whatever reason, wireless connection's off. We'll turn that on. But you can see, BlackBerry 6 running on a non-touchscreen device. It looks different. It's kind of neat. And it's a nice departure from OS 5.0, which was getting very, very long in the tooth. By the time BlackBerry 6 came out. So it's nice to see this hitting retail shelves. I'm wondering, is it a little bit too late? Are people migrating away from BlackBerry, or is this going to keep people, existing BlackBerry users happy? As well, it's not 4:33. Let's edit the time. We'll do that. We're East Coast, Eastern time. So we'll get that set up, okay. And so you can see, in terms of, minus the touchscreen, functionality is very similar to what you've seen on the Torch and the Style, which are, as of right now, the only two out-of-the-box devices that support BlackBerry 6. So you can see, icons are very similar. And you can scroll over between favorites, media, downloads, typical thing. The funny part is, if you're used to using the Torch with BlackBerry 6, so that was your first BlackBerry 6 device, or in my case, the first BlackBerry 6 device I reviewed, I'm continuously thinking I need to do this to get the screen to move over. So kind of funny. But you can't auto adjust the dock there like you can on the Torch. It's either all or nothing. So you have your 6 icons, but you can't bring up a second row or anything like that. Now you can see, the clock is up here, slightly different battery icon, a little bit different there, and then your manage connection screen, very similar to the Torch and the Style. And then your notifications menu, where you see I have 2 new emails, voicemail. I can click on that, and it scrolls that down. So very similar to one of the themes on OS 5.0, but it's nice to see that integrated into the device out of the box. Profiles, of course, are still there. Sound profiles, search, which is a little bit more an improved universal search in BlackBerry 6. So some nice touches there. Now, otherwise, T-Mobile's, show you, Web2Go, YouTube, a couple of installed programs, T-Mobile downloads, T-Mobile My Account, and then Maps, which on the AT&T BlackBerry Torch and some of the newer AT&T devices like the Pearl 3G, which is still running 5.0, but they're taking Maps out of the equation. So they're wanting you to buy your AT&T Navigator and spend that $10 per month and really give them that revenue, that data revenue on the application. Not the case in this one. You can obviously download Telenav if you'd like to, but you have the option of using BlackBerry Maps out of the box, which is a cool feature. And it's nice that they didn't pull that out. Social Feeds is RIM's social aggregation software, as I've talked about before. You can aggregate Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, all of your different social networking mediums, and do it all from one program. So nice touch. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace are also installed, as well as, or at least the icons are there, as well as the instant messaging stuff as well. Sudoku, Klondike, all kinds of good games, which we will find out more about in the full review. Much more coverage to come on the BlackBerry Bold 9780 on phonedog.com. In the meantime, be sure to like us on Facebook. Who knows, you can win an iPad or even a trip to the 2011 Super Bowl. Facebook.com/phonedog. Head over, like us. We have some exciting content going on our site. We have editor chats, random live videos, Facebook question and answer sessions, a lot of cool stuff going on. You could win something. So it's a win-win. Get it? Win-win. Ha. Facebook.com/phonedog, and be sure to follow me on Twitter, phonedog_Aaron. And I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.